Hey, Willie. How you doing, babes? Type the word faith if you want your link dropped. We got the shopping cart, a heart, some sunglasses, a hamburger, and a handbag. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Good, how are you? I am doing fine, my dear. You want to take the word faith so you can get you some supporters in there? You never know what you want to do later. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Just in case. Yes, type the word faith. Type the word faith. Yes, I did. I sure did. I did a little cooking. And how was your Thanksgiving? If you celebrate. Well, we just chit chat for the day. We can talk about Thanksgiving and all that stuff too. Hey, Victoria Shea. How are you doing, love? Type you didn't celebrate? Okay. Type the word faith, guys. Yes, type the word faith, type the word faith. How you doing, Nisi Poo? You didn't celebrate? I don't, I don't celebrate like I cook. I cook, but as for like a celebration, because it's Thanksgiving celebration, maybe I just use it for a day of not because it's well, Thanksgiving is just being thankful. And even though I'm thankful every day, and we all should be thankful every day. And as we eat every day, it's like we're we're honoring God by breaking bread. So every day is a day to be thankful for something. Every morning that we rise and open up our eyes, and He breathes breath into our bodies, that we should be thankful. Even when things happen that we don't like, we still should be thankful, because there's some things that happen with people, and you know you have to take the good and the bad and still be thankful for the both. You just can't be thankful always for the good, because sometimes the bad um, could be a lifesaver too. Sometimes things happen and you may want to do this or go here or go there, and you just get turned around and you get frustrated, aggravated about it. Be thankful, because that might have been, the day that God is just saving your life to have you turn around or reroute stuff, or even something that some ailment sometimes that comes our way is to make us thankful we still here, and it's to know that the God that we serve is alive and well, because you know he give the doctors and stuff knowledge, but he's the ultimate healer in everything. So being thankful is like for every day, not just for Thanksgiving, um, the day, and we learned in school, because it's pretty much um, a, a man-made thing anyway, you know, because we don't celebrate a turkey and the pilgrims and all that type of stuff. We celebrate God. We're thankful for the thing that He have done for us. You know, we're thankful for just Him being Him, the trial and the tribulation that we go through, that we're thankful that we came out of it. We're thankful even though we're not 100%, but we still here above the earth. So it's so much to be thankful for. Um, for I'm saying Thanksgiving as a day to be thankful, but we should be thankful every day. Yes. So you can type the word faith, Faith. Hey, I don't celebrate. I just hang out with friends. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't cook either. I hear you. You learn lessons through the bad. That help. That crazy dog. That help you know how to navigate to avoid stuff in the future. That's so true. That's right. Hey, Faith Joy. Yes. So yes, it is like a navigation. You know, God Himself um, is our navigation. He left us with the word. Hush, Coco. So we can navigate through life, you know, with the Bible. But sometimes we just pick our own route, right? And then we don't work. That's when we fall down and say, Lord, drive and hold up right quick. Okay, cool. Cool. So I just came on here to just chit chat a little bit, just talk about some of any and everything. Um, in this season, in this season, a lot of folks are divorcing. I would say, are divorcing. So you know, they're divorcing, and I'm just listening to some of the things that they're going through, some of the things that he or she is saying and whatnot. But when it comes to divorcing, because I am a divorcee myself, to me it's a season. Sometimes it could be a good thing, sometimes it could be a bad thing. For me, divorcing, a bad thing is if the other person um, cheated and they made an outside child, because that outside child is there forever, forever. And some people can deal with it, and some people can't. You know, so some people like really fall out over that because it's just so hurtful. I think it's especially hurtful if you're dealing with a woman or a man and they're not able to produce children. And you knew this before you got married. And then, you say it's okay. But then when push come to shove, little way down the road, now you want a child for real, for real. So you tend to go to the outside and make a baby. I think that's wrong. I do. I think that's wrong. But we as people, we like a ship without a sail. We say one thing today and do something else tomorrow. So with that being said, that's one scenario with people divorcing and whatnot. And then, the couple I know, they just at each other. just at each other. It comes a time where people just get tired of. I wouldn't say tired of one another, but the season is up. The season is up, and you can no longer kind of like tolerate one another. Really, what you looking for in there? Where people can no longer tolerate, one another, and they have kids. So you have to be civil. And even though you can't tolerate one another, you still have to be civil because you have children, and you don't want them to see um, the bickering and all that type of stuff. Um, there's a lot of do's and don'ts in divorces. Like I told my girlfriend, I said there's a lot. Let's talk about the don'ts, you know, because y'all get the and that's hard. That happened to my grandma. Grandpa created a love child. Grandma got a divorce. Yeah. Hold hold on. Janaya. Guess she'll be back. Put that stuff back. Yeah. So and yeah, that's a mess. Women are sensitive, and when we get married, we want it to be forever, forever, ever, forever. But when you going through a divorce, um, don't be that angry where you just say, forget it. I don't want nothing. I'm going. You know, you can't forfeit your property. You can't forfeit your property. I think be reasonable, let him take, and you take, and call it a day. Because if you forfeit your property, then it's like starting all over again. Out of anger. A lot of people do a lot of things out of anger. I don't want this. I don't want that. Now, if he say you got the kids, you selling the house, and he say he don't want nothing, oh well, I'm fine. He want to start over. That's what. Well, I'm fine. But as for a woman, when they say I don't want nothing, just take it all. No, don't let him take it all. Don't let him take it all. Yeah. And don't put your children in the middle of your divorce. They're too young most of the time. They're too young to absorb all that. And it falls on them also because they're used to y'all being together in the same house. And when you start pulling them apart, well, mom is doing this, well, dad doing that, mom said this, dad said that, what your mother doing over there? Who gets father with? It becomes too much for a child. It comes too much for a child. So don't put your kids in the middle of your divorce, you know. Um, and don't use your child as a support system or use your child support or visitation as a weapon. A lot of guys are doing that too. They get divorced and they use child support and visitation as a weapon. No, do what you're supposed to do because the kids don't have nothing to do with that. Don't worry about what mom's going to do with the money because the first thing the dad thinks or the mom thinks that they're going to spend it on another woman or they're going to spend it on another man. Regardless of what, you don't know what you're going to do with it. Or you know that you sent it and you got your receipt. That's the only thing you should care about. Um, some people even over stupid things, they fuss over things that's in the house. Like say a TV. You done had that or the living room set or the bedroom set. You done had that thing for 10 years. Why you want to spend extra attorney fees for overhang couch that's 10, 15 years old? Just because you're angry. No, it ain't worth it. We have to be a little more civil when we do stuff like that. And the same thing on both parts. Don't be greedy for alimony money. Because at the end of the day, you know, as women, especially women, we do this to hurt a person. He got to give me this, he got to give me that. But the other person still have to live also, just as well as we have to. If the shoe was on other foot, and the kids went with the dad, and he's suing you for alimony money, you still have to live too. You know, you still have to live. So And like I constantly say, don't vent to them children. That is so sickening. I can't stand to see people that would, even if they're in relationships and the relationship is over and they putting the kids in the middle of their arguments. Stop stressing them kids out. Stop stressing them kids out. Thank you. Because they're not equipped to handle grown folks' stress. Kids cannot handle grown folks' stress. It ain't cool. Um, you know, and pretty much you don't have to like shoot daggers at each other. You know, people be just talking bad. I'll be looking at divorce court and all that type of stuff, and the dad just be going in. And half the time, when you don't want to be together, but then you'll get mad when each other have another someone else in their life now. I don't get it. You know, I guess as the saying goes, I don't want you and I don't want nobody else to have you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Move on with your life and just be civil for kids. And if you don't have no kids, just move on. Just move on. Simple as that. Just move on. Yes. So that's my advice for people that's going through a divorce. When I went through my divorce, um, pretty much it wasn't because we disliked each other or anything like that. It's because I changed. Because I changed. And it was because when I got saved and gave my life to Christ, before that, I was clubbing and hanging out and smoking cigarettes and doing the drinking, just having a fun, sinful time. And we did, me and my husband, we used to hang, I was his partner. We used to hang out and go to the club and hit this, hit that. We used to love the oldie spots and all that type of stuff like that. But then I got tired of it. I got tired of it. And, you know, it was tugging at me to change my life around anyway. And I told him, I said, I feel a change coming within me and that I'm going to give my heart to God. And a lot of the stuff that we're doing is getting boring and tired and old. So I know sooner or later I'm just going to be cutting it out. I won't be doing it no more. Of course, they thought it was a fad. Thought it was a fad. Just something she going through. So the more I was going to church, he didn't want to come, of course. But the more I was going to church, the more God was separated because he's still with the old way, which I'm used to and already know, and God is making me a new creature over here and forgiving and purging me of everything that was going on in my past life. So of course, I'm sick of that past life. So I'm getting more and more and more. I'm like this. He's here, and I'm like this. I'm getting more and more away because I'm going to the things of God that's over here. So I just told him, you know, he thought I was playing around, and naturally, if I'm not hanging out with you no more and going to the clubs and doing the things that we used to do, of course you're going to be out there dancing with other women. Of course you're going to be out there mingling. I'm not around. Of course my woman's intuition is going to tell me something's going on. So we had to sit down about it, and he just told me that I was getting boring. I said, well, let me stay boring because I'm not about to change. I said, because what we did over there, we've been doing that for decades. That ain't nothing new. Over here, this stuff here is new. I ain't dealt with this here stuff since I was like a teenager, young kid. So all this is new for me. So my thing was, it was starting to be a unbalance. So I said before, because like I say, women intuition. You know when a man is cheating, especially if that's your husband. You know when a man is cheating. I knew. So my thing was, well, um, before you act a fool, too much of act a fool, I said, what do you want to do? I tried to make it work because that was my about my duty as a wife was to try to make things work. But you can't make things work by yourself. Can't make things work by yourself. So my thing was, okay, he wanted a divorce. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. And that's what we did, you know. But I said, you're paying for it. I'm not paying for that. I'm not even giving you a coin in it. If you want out, you pay for it. And he paid for it. So that was the end of that. We were civil, you know, we were civil. But, and right today, he's still doing the same old thing. Years later, still hanging out, still going to Vegas, still having a grand old time. And I'm still here praising God and moving on. So, I said, I just pray for him. One day he'll get tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when he do, he'll understand what I was talking about back then. So yeah, when it comes to divorce, it's kind of good to be a little bit civil. Sometimes you can't be the other person's friend, because all divorces aren't sweet. Some is very sour, some is very bitter, some is, got women or men coming out of abusive relationships. So you got to cut that off and save yourself, get from out of that. So sometimes you can't be the other person's friend. Just don't work. Yes. So how are you guys doing today? We're just up here chit chatting about some of everything. Was talking about the don'ts of divorce. Um, I was talking with this other brother. I'm just always talking to people, right? Or they talking to me. They be asking me questions. Okay, this scenario. This dude, this is the dude was taking out, a female friend. Good for you, Deb. When not yoked, then needs to separate for good of your. Oh, of course, without a doubt. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. This this dude was taking out, he was going out on a date, and he bought tickets to a show and stuff like that there. And he bought tickets to the show, and he's excited to go out to the show. I'm divorced too. Oh, okay. Faith Joy. All right. I never knew you was married, but okay. Yes. Sometimes, it was a good run, but it's just over. Yeah. So they he bought tickets to a show, and so that was his little plan. Go see a show. That was it. But she wanted to book before the show. I forgot what it was, before or after the show. Before the show, she wanted to eat. So she made reservations, and she said, let's go out, let's go eat before we go to the show. So I made reservations at this restaurant, so we're going to go there before we go to the show. Now his question was, when a person invites you bought tickets to a show, didn't have no plans to eat before we went to the show. Your date makes reservations for a restaurant to eat before they go to the show. So his thing is, who's paying the bill? Who should pay the bill? Now y'all tell me. I said, if you're going on a date and you bought tickets to a show, that was expensive tickets to a show, and it was no plans to go out and eat, and I say, well, let's go eat before we go to the show, I would pay for it because I already know that my friend or whoever bought tickets, and I know how much the tickets was for to see a show. So in my head and my thinking is, if he didn't say nothing about going to eat before we went to the show, maybe he ain't got enough of money for that. So I'll pay for the food before we go to the show. What do y'all think? Then I'll tell you what happened. Do you think he should have paid or she should have paid? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Wait. Scenario. Person takes you out on a date. Male or female, whatever sex gender you are. The man should always pay. Okay. And the guy paid for the tickets to go to the show. You know, they was expensive. But the female says, well, before we go to the show, let's go grab something to eat. I made reservations at the said restaurant. Who should pay? Who should pay? I said she should pay for the simple fact that most people, especially men, well, that I dated anyway, if we went out to a show, yeah, we would always go get something to eat first. So it was included in the package. So I feel if a person's taking you out to a show and the show only and had no plans to eat, either he don't have no money for the food or he cheap. One of the two. So I would pay for the food. What do you and Faith Joy said the man should always pay for the food. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? And what wound up happening with him was he wound up paying, he got stuck with the bill. He got stuck with the bill. He felt that he shouldn't have to pay for the food because it was never in the plan. And they didn't ask each other who was going to pay. She just assumed that I'm going to make the reservations where I want to eat at and you're going to pay for it. Now, just supposing he ain't had no money to pay for the bill. Because I told him, I said, well, did you find out before you got there, who was going to pay for the bill? He said, no. He just went with the flow, thinking in his head that, okay, you made a reservation. I ain't said nothing about no eating, so I guess you're going to pay. But when the bill came, she turned around and looked at him like, that's for you. What do y'all think? He was pissed off behind it, but to each his own on that. I don't think I could do that though. I figured we're going on a date. We're going to talk about what we're going to do and where we're going to go to. If we're going to eat, okay. Do you got enough money to pay? Should I chip in or what? Because somebody do that to me and have me stuck with a bill, I'll be pissed. And better hope I have some money because we both want to be washing dishes or he going to be jumping up, running out the restaurant. What? And leave me stuck? No. I always go out with some extras because you never know. You never know. Hi, Angie Manzour. How are you doing? Type the word faith if you want your link drop. Type the word faith if you want your link drop. Yes. Thank you for the thumbs up. So we just sit up here chit-chatting. I was chit-chatting about divorce, the don'ts in divorce, and just giving a scenario about dating. If you're going out on a date with somebody and they pay for the tickets and the other person made reservations for a restaurant, who should pay? Who should pay? Yeah. I think that's a mess. How was you guys Thanksgiving or your Friendsgiving? What they call it? Friendsgiving? That's something new too. First time I heard of it was a couple of years ago. We having a Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving? I don't know what they call it. I said, what's that? When you just have something with your friends. I said, how about just call it dinner with your friends? You know, everybody trying to make a name for something. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yes. My battery just went out. I'm back. I'm old school. My grandma always would say the man should pay, but plenty of times I went Dutch and paid. Yeah, I have one Dutch too. Me too. I have one Dutch, you know. Especially when my friends would try to hook me up on a blind date, I made sure that I had my own money because I was like, ew, I ain't even gonna waste your time or your money because you'll never see me again. You'll never see me again. No, it ain't gonna happen. But some people, they'll take your money and they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Sure don't. They sure don't. Yep. Yes. Mm-hmm. Let me just read a little bit. Um, I just want to read a little bit from Philippians chapter 2, verses 12 to 18. Philippians chapter 2, verses 12 to 18. Therefore, my dear friends, if you have always obeyed, not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. For it is God who works to to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you shall shine among them like stars in the sky, as you hold firmly to the word of life. And then I will be able to boast on the day of Christ that I did not run or labor in vain. But even if I am being poured out like a drink offering on the sacrifice and service coming from your faith, I am glad and rejoice with all of you. So you too should be glad and rejoice with me. Stop complaining. God is maintaining and sustaining. That was my topic. Hey, forever Lisa. Blessings to you too. Stop complaining. God is maintaining and sustaining. Sometimes we just argue about stupid stuff, you know, just argue about stuff that ain't even worth the time, the energy, or anything else. So we have to just stop grumbling and just leave it to God. Yes. Beverly, so I was just up here just chit chatting. I was talking about the don'ts of divorce, you know, talking about a scenario with some friends that's divorcing and they just at each other's neck. And there's so much of don'ts in divorce, you know, like putting children in the middle of it, you know, just saying that just to get out of it, you just take everything. No, it's still 50-50. Y'all got it together, so y'all can split together. Stuff like that. And another scenario was one of my friends, he bought tickets for a show, taking his girl out on a date. He bought tickets to a show, but she made reservations for a restaurant before the show to eat and who should pay. He didn't know, he didn't even ask. He just assumed that she would pay because she made the reservations and dinner wasn't on his itinerary, just a show. But she wound up sticking him with the bill. Yes, I know about divorce. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm a divorcee too. So, yeah, just talking about some things on divorce. Yeah, I was asking the chat, who do you think should have paid? Hey, Panama City, I think I that's just me. I think I think she should have paid. I think she should have paid because if a guy take you out on a date and it's just to a show, and you made reservations for dinner at a restaurant, then he's going to assume that you're going to pay for it because um, that wasn't on the itinerary to stop and eat anything. So he got stuck with the bill. He didn't like it, but okay. She probably figured, oh, you gonna feed me. Personally, I think she should have paid though. You know, I don't think that was cool to stick him like that. But if a guy, if you know that a guy is just taking you out to eat, I mean, taking you out to a show, and you want to eat before you go to the show, but you just know you're going to a show, either first thing will come in my mind, either he don't have enough money or he cheat. So I'm going to find out what's going on before we go to the show. How come we can't go out to eat before we go to the show? What do you think about that? At least I know what get his response. Well, I don't have enough money for that, or I didn't think about it. I just didn't want to go. Then you know he cheat. So that's how that did spin. Hmm. Yes, but he got stuck with the bill, and he had to make it do what it had to do. Oh, I was also talking about Thanksgiving because some people celebrate, some people don't. And as I said before, it's man made as far as how Thanksgiving is done with the parades and all that stuff like that. We truly know what Thanksgiving is about. Just what it says. Thanksgiving. Being thankful. Yeah, she should have waited for him to offer. Exactly. Exactly. But you got some women that's, you know, out here that will just do just that. And he's a real nice guy. I think a lot of women take advantage of him, to tell you the truth. I think because he's such a nice guy. So I think women just take advantage of him. But I don't know. I would have. I couldn't do that. Anyway, what's going on with you guys? The show is all he wanted to do for that day. Exactly. That was all he wanted to do for that day. Go to the show. Maybe he ain't had enough money, but I guess he had to pull out something from somewhere because he had to wind up paying for it. When the bill came, she just looked at him. She looked at him with the bill. Dinner probably would have been the next time. Hmm. Well, I don't think for him it's going to be a next time with her because that's something to stick somebody for something, you know. But it should have. He just assumed that she was paying for it because she made the reservations and pretty much like took him to where she wanted to go. So when he got there, they ate and all that type of stuff like that. So when the bill came and she put it down, he waiting for her to pay, and she took it at him like she slid it over to the side. Here you go. It was like, huh? So I guess he didn't want to look chump or nothing like that. So he paid for it, but I don't think they're going on another date. She pushed too hard. He probably tested her, and she failed. You never know exactly. Mm-hmm. Did it? Yep. I don't think it's gonna be a next time for her though, because that was that was a mess. I don't think that never happened to me, but I'm always prepared. I'm always prepared for when things don't go right. Um, I believe in like just before Christ, if I'll be back and going to the bathroom and hit that door and go on about my business. Get out of here. Depending on the conversation, stuff like that, especially on a date that somebody to hook you up with, be like, he is not the one. Like, no, mm-mm, no. So And I believe in meeting the person at the restaurant. Don't come and pick me up because I don't know you. Girlfriend just talked about you. They said I'll meet all your. My girlfriend could come and get me, and we'll come and meet y'all. But you ain't coming to meet me anywhere. No, and I don't get nobody's car that I don't know. No, that ain't gonna happen. So that's just me. Always been funny like that. Always been funny like that. Hmm. So yes, I went to the mall today at the 2 years of not being in the this other mall that we go to since the pandemic. I had a ball. I was surprised so many people was up in the mall. I'm like, hold on now. But I was masked up in the hole now. I'm like, I'm looking at them like, hold up now. But it was a good get out. I haven't been in the mall in a while. Got me some cute little stuff. Yes, I am funny. These online datings, you have to be careful. I never went on an online date because there's so many creeps. It is. There's some good people up here, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm just so I don't know. I just can't do it. I be peeping, but how you got to fill in your information just to see what pops up, and I'm just like, mm-mm. I I just can't do it. It's so hard. Never invite people or go to places if not have enough money to pay for two on the date, just in case if they don't have the money. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. But I have known some people with, online dating did work for them and a lot of stories that didn't work. But I don't know. I just can't do it. Remember the chat rooms? Anybody remember the chat rooms from now they got chat rooms. They got the bingo and some other stuff. That's new. But back in the day, the MySpace days. Remember MySpace, the first social media network? Back in the MySpace days, they used to have chat rooms where you call this number and everybody be in a room and you just hear everybody talking. And they be telling you, be quiet, wait a minute, so and so trying to get a number. And you hear the girl and the guy, they switching numbers. And it used to be so hilarious. Hilarious. The party line. That's it. Yes, the party line. Now I used to be on the party line back then. That was talking about way back then. I used to be on the party line. And I had met some people from the party line. And I'm like, and nothing came out of none of them. But they was fun, we hung out stuff like that. But the party line was a mess. But they were the trip. And then everybody kind of got to know one another. Like, hey, so and so, how you doing, man? Hey, so and so, wait a minute, is so and so and so on the line? Hot mess. They just eating up our money. We just on the party line. Oh yeah, yes, MySpace. I wish I had my pictures and stuff on MySpace. I tried to get my old MySpace account, but that thing is probably deleted, gone, and the whole nine. I wouldn't know a password or nothing. But I would like to see my pictures from way back when. What type of pictures I put up on that thing. Yes, MySpace. Mm-mm-mm. That was a mess. But yes, I'm just up here running my mouth for a few, just chit chatting along. How are you guys doing? Anything anybody want to talk about besides me? Anything somebody want to talk about? Tonight is chit chat night. We just chitting and chatting about some of everything. About some of everything. Anything y'all want to talk about, we could chat about. Don't make me man, never mind. Any topic y'all want to talk about. It's y'all turn to pick out something to talk about. Because sometimes these jibs get tired of jabbing. Well, you remember MySpace? Yes. I used to be the MySpace queen. Just love MySpace. So come on, guys. Throw something out there. Throw something out there. We can talk about it. Talk about the kid. Talk about the ex-husband. Talk about anything. Anything you want to talk about, we can talk about. Let's see. I'm here listening while I'm packing up my meat. Oh, you just came from food shopping? Forever Lisa, you just came for food shopping? Yes. The price of food just went up so daggone much, it just don't make no sense. I said, let me pop on for a little bit. I got 15, probably about 15 more minutes or less, and then I'm out of here. Yes. Camping with Friends, I believe, is on too. I think she's on too. Let me take a quick look. I was on my way to her house today. We hung out for a while. But oops, around her way is just so congested with cars. I couldn't find nowhere to daggone park. So I just turned around, brought my little happy self on home. Yep, sure did. Yeah, she's live over there too. Hey, Bonnie Rose. Yes, my son went to the meat market for me. Okay, cool. Cool. Have you seen people living in their cars, vans, buses, and got them fixed like homes on the inside? We call them like mobile homes. We don't. They don't. I haven't seen that in New York. Um, but I do like up outside of New York. I do see people um, like with the mobile home. They'll park, somewhere, and they just live there for a while, and they get tired of that location, and they'll get up and they'll go to another location and park there. Personally, I can't live like that, but you got some people that feel free about doing that. Free spirited. That's what I call them. Free spirited. They just move around like that. Mm-mm. I can't move around like that. That's like crazy. No, not mobile homes. What type of what type living in their cars, vans, buses, and got them fixed like homes and they're in got it fixed. You mean their car, their bus? No, I haven't seen nothing like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Actually, SUV, cargo vans, etc. If they like for like a car show, like if it's some type of car show or something like that, I may see it. You may see it pumped up, or if they're selling stuff out of selling stuff out of SUVs or something like that, they have like a little sign on the back, or and you only see that like certain holidays or something like that. They selling food or something like that, but I haven't seen that out here. I was watching it on YouTube. Oh, okay, I was so shocked to see that. I gotta check that out. Mm-mm. Is that because they're homeless, or they just do that? That's just their way of living. Mm, not a car show at all. That's I guess that's just their way of living. Now I have seen people sleep in their cars, but like you see so much junk in it. But then after a while, you'll see where they abandon the car because maybe the car doesn't work no more, or something like that. And you see like people like may have stripped it, but you see like a bunch of clothes and stuff like that that was in it. Or I did see like a car on the side of the road. Maybe somebody could have been homeless could have been living in that. But that's crazy. Hey, Diaz World. I'm watching you and your sister at the same time. Cool. I was um I was gonna do my video with her, but I couldn't find a park around her way. So I just brought my little happy self right on home. I was going around and around in a circle, and the cars up here is just congested. I mean, it seemed like for Thanksgiving weekend, everybody was going. It's just like they popped in their cars and they was going. But today, Sunday, after we came out the mall from shopping and looking around, it seemed like everybody just said, "I'm going home." Bam, I'm parking, and that's it. Very congested where she lives at. I came home, zipped right into one. I said, "That's it for me." I told her I'll see her through the weekday. Um, Diaz World, you be getting your shopping hauls. You be getting some good stuff. I be checking you out. You be getting some good stuff. I like to look at stuff like that. I know all about that life. Queens is the same. Oh, Queens is the same way. Usually in Queens, you could just park anywhere because folks would be having their driveways. But sheesh, out here on these city streets, certain areas. Then when my girlfriend, one of my girlfriends was with us, and when I took her, she lived more closer to my sister. When I got around her way, nothing but parking. So I said, I'm not walking from her end to the other. Nah, I'll check you out later. Took my behind right on home. Faith Joy is saying, meant it would be hard to live in a car in New York City. I have seen that though. It is cool how they make kitchen and bedrooms in the car. I like watching those videos. I gotta check those out. You have a sister, Deborah, that's a content creator? Yes, Capping with Friends. Let me drop her link. She's on here now, her crazy self. How many people she got over here? I can't tell how many people she got going. She got over here. Let me see. She's live now. Let me put her link up here. She's the one that got me kind of. She did get me started because as far as being a content creator, I just dropped her link. She's live now. If you want to open up two windows or you want to go over there, hang out, and pick up some crazy folks over there, by all means, do so. You know. Wow, I am connected with her also. Oh, you connected with her? Yeah, with sisters. I'm surprised they didn't put the two of us together because I'm always over there all the time. We be we be fussing and carrying on and joking around, and I be sitting there on mine talking to y'all, and she be sitting right there on hers, and we just be conversating. People just like it, you know. People just like it. Yes. Thank you. Shopping is my hobby. I just put the Christmas tree up. Okay, cool. Shopping used to be my hobby too. I mean, I used to be a little shopaholic. Yes, I did. I would buy stuff and look later, and tag be still on a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't even wore. But I learned how to get out of that habit. I said, okay, it don't make no sense. You just picking up stuff just to pick up stuff. Yes. Macy's had a crazy sale today. We was up in Macy's today. So that was pretty cool. I should show you I bought a pair like I like little ankle boots. Um Little flat ankle boots to when it gets a little cool outside. Okay, okay. I never knew you never do that. Yeah. A lot of people say we look like I don't see where, but yeah, we are blood sisters. I'm the youngest. She's older than me. Yep. Yeah, so come on, yo, somebody hit a quick topic. Think of something to chat about for a second. We got about 5 or 6 more minutes. We could chat about it in 5 or 6 more minutes. I can see it now. Y'all do look like, oh God, it's this. We get this nose. We've been hit by both sides, my mother and my father. This nose, oh my God, dead. We call this this is the, I don't know, back in the days it'd be the Williams curse. Now I learned how to live with it. I learned how to live with it. This nose. A lot of people think they thought I was Indian. I'm like Indian, especially when I used to wear a weave. And I used to wear the weave just as long as I wear my braids. They used to, a straight weave used to be long. They said, "You're Indian?" No. Why you think I'm Indian? Your structure. I said, my nose. You look Indian. I'm like, okay. Okay. Yes. So come on now. Come. Anybody going live tonight? Faith Joy, you took your comments off for you. You was reading the book. You took your comments off because you wanted to. You just wanted to straight read, which I do understand that. Um, you didn't want no comments because I was like, I can't make no comments about the book. But I just sit back and I just listen to what you're reading. I love your videos, Diaz World. You bring a lot of good ideas and finds, great style, holiday spirit. You're like watching a good friend. You too, Dave. Oh, how sweet. Faith Joy is, you'll have to connect with Faith Joy. Faith Joy is such a sweetheart. I mean, you ever seen somebody so sweet, you just want to poke them and see if they get mad? that's that's Faith Joy. She's such a sweetheart from day one. Such a sweetheart. Yes, you do look Native American, Deb. And I heard, I used to hear that a lot, a lot. You know, I hear it a lot. And when I was working, I used to get stopped a lot for modeling. I'm like, you know, I said, okay. Yeah, sometimes I feel the comments takes away from the topic. Okay, I understand. I understand. That's why sometimes when I be reading the word, I stay focused on what I'm reading in my thoughts, and then I jump over to the chat. Because sometimes when I talk and then I look at the chat, then I get a little lost. That's why I keep reading, and then when I'm finished, I jump into the chat. Yeah, sometimes I feel okay. I am in the BG. Panama City. I'm trying to figure out what you wrote. I'm in the BG. Yes. Anybody going live tonight? Anybody going live tonight? Anybody going live tonight? I like the TikTok too, guys. I am on Instagram as Catch It by Faith One. Catch It by Faith One. I am on TikTok. That's my stress reliever. TikTok. If y'all see me on TikTok, y'all be like, "What is she doing?" I get. I started out TikToking with my grandchild, just cutting the food with her. Then I started TikToking on my own. So I need to start going live on TikTok, but I always forget. I always forget. But I be so busy making videos and just acting up because I like to dance. Even though I got about 3 steps, I like to dance. How was your thing? It was cool. It was just me and my family. It's just me, my daughter, and my granddaughter. So we just ate all day, looked at TV all day. That was it. Ate, slept, went to the bathroom. Ate, slept, went to the bathroom, watched TV. That's what we did. We chilled. Usually we'll go to see family and stuff like that, but everybody just chose to cook in their own individual homes and just chill out. So that was fine with me. No, I'm not going live tonight. Okay. Yes. So for Christmas, it'd probably be the same thing. Probably just sit and chill. Sit and chill, sit and chill. My granddaughter got her little tree up. So she's excited. She's not excited as she used to be. It used to be fun having Christmas, but she's 12 now. So it's like, she used to come in here and it would be so funny how she used to count every day she come home from school, because we would wait till she go to school and then throw stuff on the tree, or wait till she sleep at night, do it at night, and throw it up on the tree. And she would come in and just count all her little packages. Oh, I got one more. Santa came by. And she'd have these discussions with me. You didn't see him when he came in here? I said, I saw him, but, we chit-chat for a little while, but then he had to go because he had other stuff to get to the kids. This imagination of a child. Now, it's like when they get out of that, I know y'all be buying me my stuff. They get so boring. Hey, Chef Fine as Wine. How you doing, nephew? You still in Vegas or you home now? Are you still in Vegas or are you home now? Yes. Let me see something. Um, we can do a raid over there at Catherine with Friends. Let me drop that link again, because this is the link that would take you straight to her channel. Let's see. Just put Catch It by Faith raid. Let me see something right quick. Oh, no, I don't want to leave my channel. So I dropped the link that she's on now, Catherine with Friends. And I would like for you guys just to put Raid, Catch It by Faith. You should know. Or your sister's Raid. Is she still on? Yeah, she's still on now. And y'all can go over there, pick up some more friends, hear what she's talking about. Because I'm the calm one, she's the crap talker. So take that last link that I dropped, and knowing Fine as Wine, he might be over there too. He opens up 2 channels also. Forever have faith, joy. I'm home, sweet. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Glad you got home safe. Well, your TT is on. I dropped the link, so we're gonna go over there and see Catherine with Friends. So I meet y'all over there. Thank you all for coming by and hanging out with your sister. Smooches. Love you all. I guess the next time I come up here, I have some type of hot topic and do a little bit of reading or something like that. But until then, this is your girl, Deborah Catch It by Faith. Wash them hands, wear that mask, social distance, love on one another. I love you, because if I don't, I can't get to heaven. So I love you guys. See you over there. Did you have any of your sisters sock it to me cake? I don't like it. That's just me. She gets mad with me when I say that, but I don't like it. It had nuts and stuff in it. I don't know what type of nuts it had, but some certain nuts trigger. I haven't had asthma in years, but it's something about nuts will start having me coughing. So I don't deal with a bunch of nuts. Yes, it did look good. Yeah, I'm quite sure she was showing it off, but I couldn't go over there and get nothing. But I'll be over there probably through the weekday. So let's go over there and check her out. I'll meet you guys over there. Catch It by Faith raid. Catch It by Faith. Okay, I'm kicking y'all out now. I'll come over there when the last 3 of y'all count. I'm going over there. Yes. Good night, guys. No, I ain't gonna say good night. See y'all later. I'm heading over there. I will take your slice of it. Oh, no problem. You can have it. Catch it by Faith Reed. I see all of it. I dropped her link. Her link is the last link that I put down. We're going over to Captain with friends. Red, y'all still in the room. Hit that last link and go over here and check out Captain with friends. See you over there, guys.